Oh, hello. So I just got Goose added to my account as a, like I said, so I can talk about him. So let's see here. Oh, he is not developed. Maybe I should buff him up first, but let's just talk about him. I think that's fine. Let's do like max power testing. That's fine. Um, so what we got here. So let's just start from the beginning. Let's read his description here. Goose and the golden goose are inseparable, helping the sick as much as they bring chaos to the days of the healthy. Once upon a time, after Goose chanced to save the life of the Emperor of Dominion, he was appointed the caretaker of the entire Order of Guardians. No potion will ever be lost under the watchful eye of Goose, unless one of his countless geese steals. So he's healer, support, main stat strength. Yeah, see, he's only level 1. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm just... Oh, he has the music here. Let's turn on. I said, I actually kind of like this one. It reminds me of, like, some, like, old video games. Like, it has a very nostalgic feel to it. Yeah, I like this one, actually. This one's pretty cool. Alright, but yeah, so his skills... March of the Geese, his ultimate starts March of the Geese, lasts 5 seconds. During the march, gray and golden geese appear on the battlefield. Every half second, the golden geese heal a random ally, and the gray geese deal damage. Area effect, random enemy, push them away. Yeah, so this is pretty much his only damaging ability. It also heals, and then this one gives golden geese that gives a hero a golden feather that heals over time. It's 30% physical attack. It's over 5 seconds. Oh, this one's also, the scaling on this one's 80% physical attack for the damage, 90% physical attack for the health, for the healing. And his, like, so once you unlock this ability, his ult will also give random golden feathers, so that's cool. Yeah, and if an ally has a golden feather and their health will reduce below 25%, they will get an extra heal. It's kind of like a triggered heal, kind of like how Morgan has a triggered heal. So, and then his basic attack, like once you get his purple, his basic attacks turn into single target heals, kind of like Celeste Light Form, which I've mentioned a couple times now. Let's see here. So what do we got? So his only skin right now is obviously strength skin, so don't really need to talk about that right now. His armor pen. So interesting. Physical attack. His stuff scales with physical attack, so you'd want to do physical attack first, probably. And then strength. I'd say physical attack, strength. He doesn't seem to have a lot of damage capability, so this might not be that important, but armor would probably be the next one. I'm always a bit, careful about doing health. Like I said, I'm never rushed to do the health because you never know. Like, sometimes it's better to have lower health so you can get energy faster. When in doubt, I usually just leave those blank. Of course, Stark's gonna be strength, his main artifacts. I believe he buffs armor. Yep, armor. Buffs armor. He gets Alchemist Folio, which gives him armor penetration, physical attack, and then of course Rena's strength. Ascension. We can look at this here. We get penetration. That looks almost like kind of like a marksman or warrior branch rather than a healer one, because he's physical attack. Doesn't have too many penetrations. First one was penetration, but don't see many on this one. Here's another. Okay, so he doesn't get too many penetration ones. Has some penetration. Yeah, so he doesn't actually get a whole lot of penetration from here, so his max penetration's probably kind of low. He's only 3660 right now at Red Plus 1, so... So he does get Drummer's Fancy, which gets a little bit... Yeah, so his penetration's gonna be pretty low. He gets a Shadow Queen Scythe. Yeah, so we're 3,600, and that would give an extra 960, and so he'd get about almost 6,000. and then whatever he gets from his ascension. So he doesn't get a whole lot of armor penetration. So maxed out, he's probably with like below 15k. So you might want. So you've said if you've so this glyph is going to be a big part of that. That's going to be a big part of that because I think maxed out the ads. How much is one of those add? We can go find it on a physical attacker here. So maxed out at 6,500 armor pen. So he gets another 6,500 from here. And that's probably going to be more than he gets from his equipment. So yeah, if max all that out, he's probably around 15k on penetration. But yeah, let's go do some like combat training stuff here. Those Titan fights. Come on. Do you have an actual battle? Come on, if you're going to use a battle challenge, put a full team up so we can actually test some stuff here. So let's see. Krista, Goose. Heidi, Namira. Let's just try him. Oh, he goes up front. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Goes in front of Krista. That says he's way too far up front. That's bad. It's not gonna work then. We are gonna have to try something else. Then let's do Aurora then. Yeah, he's way too far up front. That's actually kind of bad. That's definitely, I think, gonna limit his usefulness. Being up front, being front line like that. I think it said middle line on the thing, but I'm like, oh, he's way far up. We'll see what kind of healing he does here. Alright, we got Ishmael down. So we probably should have used Horus with this line. Okay, the geese are funny. Alright, his healing seems pretty solid. Can we kill the turtles? I don't know if we have the damage to kill the turtles now. Come on, kill the turtles. I don't think we can kill the turtles. Yeah, his damage capabilities is pretty much 0. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna time out here. Yeah, no damage whatsoever. Yeah, so penetration, like, it doesn't matter. You can ignore his penetration glyph, to be honest. He took some damage pretty well. Okay, his healing power is pretty good. That's actually a lot of healing. That's a lot of healing. That's actually not bad. So he can be annoying that way. Let's see. Let's try a hero challenge here. Let's see. Who's annoying? Let's do... Let's see. So you always want Sebastian, probably. Actually, probably that one. We'll do the turtles, sure. Where's Mushi and Shroom? Here we go, Mushi and Shroom. And, oh, he can use Chorus. Interesting. Considering he doesn't really use magic attack at all, Chorus is an interesting one. Since Chorus is more of a mage one. Interesting choice there. I know, we'll put Martha here. This is just try to see if we can make a stall team. Because this is the kind of team, like I said, people always talk about Ziri for stall teams. Like, no, Ziri's not good for that. I've talked about Ziri. Ziri has a lot of issues. And I need to do my fights because they hid Ziri and they hid the Ziri brawls this time. You can't even find them. Ziri's so terrible they decided to hide her brawls event in the events tab instead of having it where it normally is. That's how they said. They did that on purpose just to like, oh, she's just so you don't, just so you know she's terrible. I guess they don't want her to get too much exposure or something. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why they hid it. So I'm like, it's probably because Ziri sucks. No, that's the most logical explanation. Come on, where's Arachne? We're gonna do Arachne. Really wish they would give me some sorting options here, because this is so annoying. There it is. Give me sorting options. Motion shroom die. Alright. One of the... So, we'll try like a Rufus line too. It'd take a while. It'd take quite a while. Yeah, look, we did 7 million damage, but yeah, that healing... Quite a bit of healing. His ability to heal like actual raw damage, pretty good there. Let's see here. In terms of keeping alive, let's see. Let's try an Ishmael team here. Can never find any of the heroes I'm looking for. Hafner? Sure. Alright, then we need... There's Rufus. Let's try this one. Alright. Right, this team, I'm probably gonna lose just because we're fighting Ishmael, but maybe we can win with the twins. But yeah, nah, Roar can't tank. This is why we usually tank with the Krista. Just shouldn't have used Roar, should have just used Krista up front. Because Krista's like the best Ishmael tank. Yeah, nah. Alright, then we'll try Rackmaya, we'll try my normal Critter Masher line. Let's do that. Critter Mashers. Really hate this random order this puts all the heroes in though. Why can't I get a sorting option? That's all I want, kids. I want a sorting option. You just have to remember that Heidi's closer to the top. You have to remember where these heroes are. Alright, and then... Yeah, let's go. Let's try this. Alright, alright. Alright, wow, he's actually... Okay. His healing is pretty good. Actually, this is actually, I think he's gonna be impactful. 1.6. I think he's actually gonna make an impact. So we should try this, like I said. We'll try this line with Thea, though. Same line, but Thea instead of Goose. Just to compare, like to like. Remember where all those heroes are. There's Thea right there. I need to compare. I need to control here. Ishmael and Rufus. Alright, let's go. Let's try this on same line. Attack with here. Alright. Oh, we grabbed a different team, though. We didn't have the... for some reason, we have a mirror on that team, which is not what we had on the other one. We messed that up. Oh, well. We've had... Supposed to have Fafnir. We'll try this again. We'll see. We'll put Fafnir. We'll do another one with Fafnir. I'm like, oop, I grabbed a mirror. Be nice if they would just let me sort my heroes. Yeah, no, mirror is actually probably worse. Okay, we got Ishmael. Oh, we need to put Fafnir in, though. Alright. Let's try another one with Fafnir. Gosh, I don't know how I grabbed Mira. Probably because there's just too many. Probably because I was thinking about the Italian team I wanted to attack with. Not like that, anyway. There's Fafnir, Rufus, Ishmael, Sebastian. There you go. Let's try this again. There you go. That's the line we want. Sorry. Messed that up. Heals. Okay. Alright, there you go. Oh, wait, we got Sebastian instead of Morgan. Gosh, dang it. But it should be close enough. Like, we can try it again with more. Gosh, I cannot use the right lines. Need Morgan because they're using Rufus, but that's fine. We'll try again with Morgan after this. We're just getting some good baselines here. You can see it's Thea versus Goose in some of these defenses. And someone's gonna ask, why am I using Martha? It's like, because Martha's teapot gets absolutely destroyed by like Heidi's AEs or Aurora's AEs and stuff. Like, Thea's generally a better hero than healer than Martha in most cases. Especially on defense. Like, Martha's okay on offense. Like, if you have seen, okay. Yeah, with Sebastian we're winning. We'll try with Morgan, but you know, Goose, like I said though, Goose seemed to be better than Thea there. We're just gonna let this time run. We're not gonna beat this fight because we don't have Morgan. But we'll try this again with Morgan, see if we can actually win. But Goose, you know, is keep that team alive better than Thea. But like I said, so I think Goose, I think is gonna be a meta hero. I think Goose is gonna be a big deal, guys. I think Goose is gonna be a big deal. And maybe, like I said, you might not see him everywhere, but he is definitely gonna get played. Like, just based on my initial testings here. Where's Morgan? There's Celeste. Not Sebastian. Almost made that same mistake. It's a habit to grab Sebastian. And we need Kristoff to tank. There you go. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Said Sebastian does protect against all those status effects, though. But it's hard to get value with ID if you're using Chorus. We did kill Thea, though, so... But yeah, no, the team did seem to perform better with Goose because Thea's dead. So, I think Zed, yeah, look at that. Okay. But still a loss here, but that's Goose was definitely performing better for that kind of team. Thea did okay healing. She has the silences. She does have silence, though, which is something you have to consider. But... You know, Goose, like I said, this team just absolutely dominated. Nobody died. Like, so Goose, right, initial impressions pretty good. Let's see what some of these other people are testing here. Let's see some of these other tests here. People are putting other tests. Jet was like putting like trying to just tank with Amira outright and putting like 3 healers behind her. You have Nebula, Aiden, and Jet, which are all healing her. It's actually working okay, maybe? Maybe not. Nope. Nope. Ishmael getting him. It's gonna be a draw, I think. I think it's gonna be a timeout. Because Nebula's draining Ishmael's energy. Ishmael's not attacking fast enough to kill Nebula. But Jet doing healing. Alright. Amira did try to do some damage there. Yeah, Goose does pretty good healing though. Let's see, let's try another one here. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, they do Polaris this time. No Nebs. Alright. There you go. Oh, ha 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 ha. Wait, did Goose do the damage? Wait, they just all died. I have to go look at the damage. Did Goose actually do damage? Because if so, that's actually be impressive, because they all suddenly died. Alright, wait, does Goose have, does Goose ult actually do damage? Alright. Yeah, no, Goose is gonna be good, guys. It's probably the best new healer we've had in a long time. Probably the best new healer since Morgan, if you consider her a healer. Oh, we should have looked at damage on this. We'll do it in a second. They're doing Ishmael versus Ishmael now. Alright. Alright, so they were able to get a win with another Ishmael team. Ishmael versus Ishmael. Ishmael wins. But look, that is some good healing. Very impressive numbers here. Very impressive. Yeah, first impressions, I think he's actually strong. I think, yeah, he's gonna be... You're gonna see him a lot on defense, at least. Like I said, I think you will see him a lot. He's very strong as a healer. Oh, yeah, we got to look at those damage on that one fight. That's right, we're gonna... No, the other one. This one here. Damage. He does do damage. Look at that, guys. He was doing damage. Look at that. His ult actually did a lot of damage. Alright, so... Yeah, if you can get damage through, it's actually pretty good, especially against heroes that have low armor. So you may want that penetration glyph after all. Yeah, like, it's just, he wasn't doing damage in those other fights, but, they have high armor. It doesn't do a lot, but against mages, he does a lot of damage, actually. Look at that. Low armor pen. Pair him with an armor pen hero, he could probably be pretty good. Yeah, like, especially crits. You had crits going with, like, Ishmael buffs, right? So, or whatever. You had crits, like I said, Ishmael and Sebastian buff crits, so you did have that going too, probably. So, yeah, no, Goose seems pretty good. Yeah, not too much more to say on this one. I'll definitely be doing some more videos about them, but you do have like the early access available if you want to get them early. And if you do buy them, you can also get an upgrade pack, which costs a lot. It doesn't tell you the VIP on these ones though. For some reason, it doesn't show you the VIP here. But I assume this is going to be 10,000 like the other one, because we know from the early access pack, the $200 one is 10,000 points, so I assume this would also be 10,000. This one's gonna probably be like 3,500 or something. Ascension rank 5, so this is pretty much... This takes Ascension rank 5. Yeah. It looks like it's just Ascension crystals, so... Kind of pricey for that. I would not recommend these. Anyway, if you want to know more about the early access bundles, I did a video on it, which you can find down below. As always, thank you for watching.